Multiple people were injured in a workplace shooting.
The sheriff's office confirming that they've had an active shooter.
New details coming in after a deadly workplace shooting today.
You see active shooting incidents in the news all the time. They happen in government buildings, they happen in educational institutions, they happen, in malls and everywhere.
It's important that we prepare ourselves so that we do know what to do in the event of an active shooter.
All right, does everybody know where you're going? Does everybody know where you have been assigned to?
But we do this for the workforce, to try to prepare you for this kind of incident and make you think about it, because if it happens, it could save your life.
For the past 8 months, we have been planning an active shooter drill here at NAVAIR headquarters building 2272 on board NAS Pax River. We've coordinated with the St. Mary Sheriff's Department, local fire and police, and our regional dispatch center up at the Navy Yard.
Active shooter drill is essentially there's somebody comes in and starts shooting, and we did it with blank rounds. We gave the good stimulation so everybody could hear what it would sound like in real life, because you're not going to get any more real than that unless you get gunfire. So we came in, we had some victims, and then we just waited for a response.
Our goal for this building from a security standpoint was 3 things. 1, to educate the workforce on running, hiding, and fighting, exercising our building's emergency action plan. Another thing was just making sure that we had communications between NAVAIR and the base, and in case of an emergency.
What we wanted to get out of this was not just coordination with off-base first responding units such as county and state police, hospitals, and ambulances. We also wanted to get the coordination from the units on base that are outside of this building, and how all of that convergence is going to happen in what will be a very chaotic scenario.
The purpose, in my opinion, was really self-reflection. It was the opportunity for the individuals of this organization to think about what they would do, what they should do, how they would react if an active shooter drill would have transpired in your workspace.
Stick to the run, hide, fight. Run, escape if you can. If you hear the gunshots are off, try and get out. Hide in place, lock doors, seal up the rooms, and then if you are confronted with that person for whatever reason, you got to fight for your life at that point.
Once that active shooter is neutralized, then the best thing you can do is cooperate with everything that law enforcement says. If they tell them to stay down on the ground, stay down on the ground. If they ask them questions, answer the questions, stay put, don't move around, and just be receptive of what they do.
The best thing they can do is make themselves known, show their hands whenever possible. If there's any injuries, relay that to whatever officers they come in contact with, and just overall follow directions.
Keep your hands up.
Sheriff's office.
I think people need to be prepared for a scenario like this, especially in a building like this where there's lots of people working. They need to be able to figure out their exits, strategize, and plan so that if it happens here, they'll be ready.
Sitting at a computer is not the same thing as experiencing something.
We're clear to hear. Come to me, come to me, come to me.
And that's what we're trying to do with live fire. The hearing of it, the smelling of it, the experience of people running and hiding. So it becomes important that you experience it in real life and think to yourself how you're going to react.
A lot of our folks had a lot of anxiety about it.
Sheriff's office, keep your hands where we can see them.
However, what I told our folks was, again, at the end of the activity or the drill, you're going home to our families. So it's better to be prepared and to think about these things before an actual event actually occurs.
I'd like to see more participation from the workforce in the drill. So we had a pretty significant mass exodus before the drill actually started. A lot of people had pre-staged their hide locations, so there was a lot of locked offices and things like that. And it kind of defeats the purpose when you're executing before the active shooter.
When these opportunities are presented and these training evolutions are presented, I would ask the workforce to truly look at these as opportunities to learn. We're certainly not doing it to shock anyone, but we do want to train people, and because of the severity of this specific scenario of an active shooter, how we respond, God forbid the time comes, will be critical to truly our survival. So I would look for future of these as training opportunities and participate as much as possible.